I just uploaded a wash routine, but I wanted to continue just me getting in the habit of uploading more videos and content for my channel. Um, and this wash routine is freshly washed, and I put nothing in it other than my oil. You'll see that in the video. But I also want to continue vlogging my nail day. I had a client yesterday. I only take clients Fridays and Saturdays. Sunday's my rest day. I don't do anything whatsoever. Friday, yesterday, I took a client at 6 p.m. That's the only time the latest time I will take a client because I work during the day with my daytime job. Even though I get off a lot more sooner now, I still take clients at 6 on Fridays. I don't want to get in the habit of, it's just a lot. It's a lot more work involved. I'm trying to become full time because in the past I was working from 8 to 5 or 9 to 5. But it everything changed right now, so we're trying to go back to that. I only had like an hour to get myself ready for my client, but either way I still maintain that hours. I had a client yesterday at 6 p.m. It was a fill-in. It took way longer than necessary. It took me, I want to say, over 3 hours, like 3 hours and 15 minutes or 3 hours and 20 minutes. It was $95. The filling went relatively like smooth, really nice, but it was the gel art, like the ombre. I did a vertical ombre, and then I did a French ombre on top of the ombre. It was a lot going on, so it took me a lot longer than I wanted to, but it came out really nice. Now back to today, when I want to vlog is my one and only client today. I had no client this morning. I have a client coming at 4. It's like 1 o'clock p.m. I have some time. She comes at 4, and we're doing gel X and a pedicure. I don't know what design. She didn't book her designs. She didn't book anything. I don't know what length. So we're just going to see what happens. And then after her, I now have to go back and put the bow for my client yesterday, because she woke up and she said that the bow came off her hands. And then when I text her, she said bows, like more than one. So I'm going to have to go back, and I secured it with acrylics. I'm not sure what happened, but I'm going to have to go back and figure out how to secure it more, because I want her to keep her, like, it's only been 24 hours later and she lost her bows, and that's the whole point of the design. You pay $95 for your set, you should be able to wear it into your next appointment and be okay. I can understand if it's like that same week of her getting, when she's going to get her nails done and it falls off, but it's 24 hours later. Yeah, we got to do a fix. So she's going to come back after my one and only client today. We're going to fix the bow, and I never close out my videos the same day, you guys. Anyway, my 4 o'clock, I did a nude gel X medium length. And we just did like one of the flowers that I had my hands on her. She wanted it big, and it was just weird. It wasn't elegant. It wasn't what I wanted it, but it's what she's paying for. She's paying customer, so she wanted big side flowers. It wasn't my best work. And then I also had to rush because I spent way too much time on her toes. I kid you not, I spent way too much time on her toes. So we did the flower. It was very pretty. It was okay. It was my best. And she kept changing She wanted this, she wanted that, she wanted chrome, it was just too much. So I just convinced her, let's just do, she was attending a wedding. So I said, let's just do, because I initially wanted to do French on the hands and toes. You know, that would have been nice. Let's just do a nude, something nude with a little nail art. 3D flowers and a little bling in the center of the flowers. A little tiny one. That's what she wanted. And for the toes, let's do French. I did a French design on her toes, and it was acrylic toes. And I kid you not, the acrylic toes took, I didn't take a video of that. I should have. It came out super cute, but it took way too long. I kid you not, 3 hours on her toes alone. It was just ridiculous. So by the time I got to the hands, I had to rush because I had my nail fix after her. And I felt like I was rushing. She was tired. I was tired. Oh boy, there's a lot going on. But her total came up to $195, both hands and feet. My acrylic toes alone is $85, and the gel X alone is $80. And when we add nail art, I only charge $5 for the 3D flowers, which normally should have been like 15 or 10, within 10 to 15, because I had to sculpt those two. But I was so tired that I did not like the design, so I just gave her the basic of price. And then the French toes, I did add $25 French, because she had me change. It was a lot. was frustrating. She had me, I sculpted the French. There was no tips. I mean, the acrylic on the toes. I sculpted, that took forever. Then she had me reduce it. Her toes were, she had me reduce the length, which normally I don't do it long anyway, but she had me reduce it. She kept going back until, then the French, she wanted a certain way, which was never an issue. It was like a whole bunch of going back and fixing things this time around that I wanted to. So I spent 3 hours on French. It's not her fault. I'm not gonna blame it on her. I'm not. That's all me. I don't know why it took so long, but it happens. It happens. I was happy with it. She was happy with it. Again, I wanted to do both hands and feet French, but that's not what she wanted. And then after her, I had time, thank goodness, to straighten up. And then my bows, which I did not record because I was tired by that time, I re-put the bows back on her hands, and she tipped me $20 for doing that. I gave it back to her because it's a nail fix within 24 hours after me doing her nails, so that's free. I don't want her to pay for something that should have been should never have happened anyway. Mistakes happen. I'm human. So I ended up putting a lot more acrylic, and it's holding. I see her pictures. I follow her on social media, and they're holding. She's getting her hair done. She has events the next day. We're golden. So anyway, that's the end of this video, you guys. I will catch you in the next video.